welcome back to A Game for Your Thoughts. So we finished watching Enrico get blasted away. Whoever did this is definitely a professional. Yeah. Wait, he's holding something. Yeah, a gun. And then there's a crank between his legs. Whoa. Take that as you will. So in the last episode, hi pal, excuse me, where'd you come from? Well, we don't need to ever come back this way ever again, so we're fine. We can just leave him there. But, so in the last episode, kind of towards the end there, I was just playing the game, and all of a sudden this poster on my wall fell off. It scared the ass out of me. And so I was like, okay, let's go hang up that poster again. And all my posters in my room are just taped to the wall. They don't have, like, frames or hooks or anything. I mean, we're in kind of a temporary place right now, so it's like I don't want to put holes in the walls with nails and stuff. Boom! Cut that out. And say we will probably want to. He wasn't a total necessary takedown, but just to be safe. But you know, like when you're like a temporary place, you want to like put holes in the walls because then you don't want them to like charge you for it. And you're like, fine, and you know. But we, so I just have tape on the back of a bunch of my posters, and the tape on one of them fell off. And I'm gonna be honest, I actually forgot I even had it. It's a cool Star Wars Rogue One poster I got after the Star Wars Rogue One movie came out. I was super into Star Wars Rogue One. I loved that movie. I thought it was great. Okay. I can't remember. Well, I actually want to grab our grenade launcher with the fire rounds, if I remember correctly. So let's do that. Incendiary shells. Wow, incendiary shells. Great, we'll do that. We need that. Anyways, yeah, so it's this cool Rogue One poster, and I was super into Rogue One. I mean, I still like it. I still think it's actually my favorite Star Wars movie, Star Wars Rogue One. It's it's definitely top two. I'd say Empire Strikes Back or Rogue One are easily interchangeable. They're both very awesome movies, in my opinion. Okay, let's see here. So this is when we get the first boulder shenanigans. Or not. Oh, okay, yeah. That's right. I didn't walk back far enough. Hi. Oh, no. A boulder. Get a move on, Jill Valentine. But, man, Star Wars Rogue One, that was awesome. It was a very good thing. Wow, that's some heavy breathing there, Jill. Understandable, but, like, wowza. But I feel like Rogue One came at a very good time for me because I was kind of, like, super into Star Wars, but then I was kind of like falling off of it, and then they just come out with The Force Awakens, and I'm gonna be honest, I hated The Force Awakens, and I was like, oh man, and Disney had canceled the Clone Wars, and I was like super into the Clone Wars. Wow, good timing, Jill. Way to get poisoned right off the bat. Oh, I just unequipped that. That was bad. Okay, let's see here. This guy's mean sometimes. There we go. I didn't like that I got killed. But yeah, gonna be honest, didn't like Force Awakens, and they canceled Star Wars Clone Wars, and I was like super into that show, and so I was like, oh man, Disney, come on, you're ruining Star Wars for me. And then they came out with Rogue One. Like the first trailer for Rogue One I saw, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks awesome. And I was like super into it. And I like saw like all the trailers, which ended up being awesome because like most of the trailers didn't have anything to do with the actual movie that came out, which was way cool. There was a lot of scenes in the movie that I was like, that didn't happen, and it was very, very cool. But then so yeah, the movie came out, and I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, like if Disney puts out more Star Wars movies like this, I would be just fine with that. And then they didn't. It just got worse. I just don't care about Star Wars anymore. It sucks because I like all growing up, I loved Star Wars. I was like the biggest Star Wars guy ever. Like I had all the movies and they were so great and I watched them all the time. Like, I mean, as a kid, I loved the prequels, but like now as an adult, like they're not my most favorite thing ever. But I love Star Wars. I had like t-shirts and toys and the show. I loved watching the Clone Wars and just anything Star Wars. I was so into it. My friends and I would play Star Wars. We had lightsabers and we would do lightsaber fights on the trampoline and we'd be like, whoa, and like do like a front flip and like slice at them and it's like, whoa. But anyways, Yeah, I was like super into Star Wars, and then Disney's kind of ruined it for me. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't care about The Force Awakens, and I was like, wow, that was really lame. And then I went and saw The Last Jedi, like maybe this one will be better. Nope. That one was worse. I hated The Last Jedi, and I think that was the only movie I've ever fallen asleep in the movie theater, and I'm so glad I did because like I like woke up and I was like, "What's happening?" And they're like, "I don't even know." Like everyone else in the movie that I was with didn't even know what was going on. Like I had fallen asleep, and they're like, "I don't know what's happening." Like this is so weird and lame. And it was like, "Oh man." And then this like latest one that came out, I don't even remember what it's called. The ninth Star Wars movie. I didn't even bother to see it, and from what I've heard, it sure sounds like I didn't miss out on much, and that sounds just fine to me because I wasn't gonna go sit through that movie. Oh, and then there was the Solo movie too. Then that thing came out. I didn't even bother to see Solo. I was like, this is the most unnecessary movie ever. I was like, why do we need a Han Solo backstory? Just like, why do we need a fifth Indiana Jones movie? Like, they're making that. That's a thing. Indiana Jones 5 is being made. Why? Why do we need Indiana Jones 5? It just doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait, because money. I get it. I understand, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, I definitely... Star Wars definitely got ruined for me, so I'm glad I at least have Rogue One and The Empire Strikes Back and the original trilogy that are still good and worth watching, so that's a plus. But you know, it's everyone's got their opinions, and if you completely disagree with me, that's just fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I understand. People loved the newer movies, and I just did not, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You can enjoy your Star Wars movies, and I'll enjoy the original trilogy and Rogue One, and it's good stuff. I mean, it's all very confusing and interesting, just how varied their opinions of Star Wars are. They're all over the place. But it's hard for me now just because so much of it I just was like, this is so unnecessary and boring and stupid, and I just didn't care. But then like Rogue One came out and I was like, yeah, this is awesome and amazing, and then they never made anything like it ever again. And so, but yeah, like I said, this is just my opinion, and if you have another one, that's just fine. There's nothing wrong with having different opinions. Actually, more power to you, because then you probably have a really rad opinion that you're super passionate about, and that's awesome. That's what being a fan about things is all about, is having different opinions and being cool with it. It's like, yeah, but then people like to be all hostile and be like, it's like, I mean, okay, you know, but it's all good. All right, so we're cruising. So we're actually just about ready to head out of the caves. Well, kind of. We're gonna head out of the caves and into somewhere different, and you'll see. But we're heading towards the end of the caves right now. We will want to pick up my shotgun again, but we took care of the giant tiger. What was his name? Black Tiger is the name of the spider. He's got a name or something like that. Whoops! I didn't want to try to save my progress. I wanted to put all of this stuff back. I always thought it was weird they gave you another survival knife, like you didn't need it. Okay, I don't think I need the crank anymore. I'm trying to think and remember, but I think I'm going to put the crank back. Oh, let me think. Let me hold on to it just in case. I can't remember, but I don't want to put it away and then I need it, and then I have to come all the way back here and pick it up again, because that would be awful. That'd be so lame. I'd be embarrassed for you and me, and it would suck. It'd be like, oh man, that's no fun. But here we are. Rock you like a hurricane. Bam, 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 bam. And good stuff like that. Okay, let's see. We need to head this way. There's shells that way. I was like, what's that way? But nothing important. None of your damn business. More like it. That's what I thought. Boom. Okay. Okay, so on this cylinder part right here with this elevator, it has a combination on the cylinder and the shaft that you pick up. So this thing right here, and then the part that we just picked up, that silver thing, it has the code for the elevator on it, and I never knew that because when I very, very first played this game, I had just looked it up because I was like, I don't know. But then there was one time I forgot it. I was like, oh, what's the code? And then I looked it up, and they're like, it's on the side of this cylinder and shaft. And I was like, serious? And they're like, yeah. I was like, wow, okay. But Okay, well, we will actually call this an episode right here, and we will catch you guys next time on A Game for Your Thoughts. Thanks for watching. Remember, enjoy your movies. Don't care what anyone else says. If you disagree with me, I'm sorry. Don't hate me for it. Just enjoy your stuff. Be awesome. Be cool, and we'll catch you guys next time on A Game for Your Thoughts. Thanks for watching. Bye.